stealing electricity? Stop! It is a crime and is punishable by fines and/or imprisonment. Stealing electricity can lead to electrical fires, damages to appliances, and can cause injuries to loved ones, especially children. Report electricity theft today. Call 226-2600 or contact the nearest police station immediately. This is a message from the Guyana Power and Light Power Utility Upgrade Program, co-financed by the European Union and Inter-American Development Bank.
This is the news on top of the hour.
Live from our studio in Georgetown.
Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 FM.
Hi there, good afternoon and welcome to your main newscast right here on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. My name is Joshua Van Sleckman. In our headlines this afternoon, put laws in place now to avoid being trapped and conned by oil companies, according to TNT expert. In 1 week, 760 persons recovered from COVID-19 and flooding will be more devastating than 2005 floods, according to Agriculture Minister Zulfikar Mustafa. Stay tuned to stay informed.
The COVID-19 vaccine gives us hope for a healthier tomorrow. Have you received your shot yet? The Regional Health Services in Region 2 invite you to get vaxxed and get a chance to receive a COVAX hamper. A what? A COVAX hamper. When vaccinated, you will receive a coupon and drawings will be done weekly at the Suddy Health Center and broadcast live on the Regional Health Services Facebook page on Sundays. Get vaccinated and get a chance to be one of 4 lucky winners of a COVAX hamper. Cameroon Supernam fighting COVID-19 for a safer region and safer Guyana.
Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. When one reflects on the extent to which Guyana has been prepared for the effective regulation of its oil and gas sector and revenues to come, Trinidadian energy strategist Anthony Paul asserts that there is indeed more the nation can do to protect itself. He posited that Guyana needs to put robust laws in place as quickly as possible so that oil companies can have no room to debate or wonder what exactly is required of them. With such laws in place, the industry expert said that Guyana would reduce the chances for regulators being surprised by certain tactics or simply being fooled. When countries like Guyana are in a position where the institution capacity is not strong, Paul said he will recommend putting in place strong rules and regulations as well as procedures so that it's easy for companies to know what it must do and how they must do it. Meanwhile, from June 14 to 20th, the Ministry of Health has moved 760 persons who tested positive for COVID-19 to its list of recovered individuals. Last Monday, the country saw a total of 16,300 recoveries, while yesterday, a total of 17,073 persons reportedly recovered, amounting to 760 recoveries. Between Thursday and Friday, a total of 255 persons recovered, making that the highest number of recoveries in a 24-hour period for that week. As the Ministry of Health continues to record high cases of recoveries, it did note yesterday that there was 3 more COVID-19 deaths. As a result of this, the country's COVID-19 death toll now moves to 447. Agriculture Minister Zulfikar Mustafa on Saturday last made another visit to the Asian county of Berbice and met with farmers and residents of Molson Creek, Crabwood Creek, and the Quarantine Fisheries Association. A number of issues, including the need for veterinary services, feed of livestock, more drainage of lands, and more machines to help in clearing of canals and block drains, were raised. Minister Mustafa, while addressing farmers and residents of Multon Creek, mentioned that with the heavy flood throughout the country, Region 6 may be the last to be drained, while adding that for the next few weeks, the water level will remain high. Although efforts will be made to provide relief, he went on to say that this flooding will be more devastating than the 2005 flood, while adding that assessments and long-term development will continue. This is your main newscast right here on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. It is 12 hours 6 in Guyana and right across the Eastern Caribbean. When we return from the break, bandits stick up man, pushing punctured bike and ride away with it. Victim friends and passerby shot during robbery, and Kano officer arrested for discharging firearm at public event. Meanwhile, teen rob going to shop on Father's Day. Stay tuned.
This is GHK Lal inviting you to join me weekdays from Monday to Friday on the National Outlook for commentary on a range of issues. Immediately after the 12 noon and 7 p.m. newscasts on Kaieteur Radio at 99.1 FM and 99.5 FM. Looking forward to you sharing in the conversation.
Welcome back. A man was robbed of his aunt's motorbike by two bandits while pushing into the vulcanizing shop on Saturday evening. According to a police report, the grey Wave motorbike was given to the victim in the vicinity of 6th Street Access Road, Commons Lodge, East Coast, Demerara. The victim was reportedly pushing the bike to a nearby vulcanizing shop when at 22 hours 30, two individuals approached him on a black Honda XR motorcycle. The two suspects, who were armed with a handgun, held the 19-year-old victim at gunpoint and robbed him of the said motorcycle. Two individuals are now hospitalized after a bandit left off rungs while conducting a robbery on Saturday last. According to a police report, a 25-year-old male along with his friend was standing on the northern side of the Black and White Bridge at 20 hours 30 within Sophia, Georgetown, when two suspects approached them. One of the bandits quickly held the victim at gunpoint and demanded that he hand over his two gold change, which valued $300,000. The victim reportedly resisted, which led the suspect to discharge several rounds. As a result, one of the bullets hit the victim's friend, wounding his right instep. At the time, the two suspects had already taken the gold chain and escaped from the scene. Also impacted by the burst of bullets was a 32-year-old passerby of Rassville, Georgetown, who received a gunshot wound behind his left leg. An investigation into the matter is currently ongoing. A Kano officer was on Sunday arrested at the Seabreeze Bar in Corriverton, Berbice, after he fired a shot in the air during a confrontation with a member of the police force. We understand that the incident occurred just after midnight yesterday, when a group of policemen went to the aforementioned location where persons were seen imbibing. Reports are that the rank spoke with the proprietor of the business to close off the bar, and while doing so, the Kano officer confronted the rank and asked what makes the police rank think he can close off the party. It is reported that the Kano rank was misbehaving, and after another Kano rank officer who was in the company of the aggressor and armed with a 9mm pistol and 15 live rounds, discharged a round in the air. The shooter's colleague received injuries to the left side of his head, was treated and sent away. The shooter was however arrested and placed into custody. His firearm was lodged as investigation continues. A 15-year-old male of Phase 2 Area A Good Hope East Coast Demerara was on Saturday night held at knife point at approximately 22 hours while he was on his way to a shop located 2 corners away from his home. Kaieteur Radio understands that the teen and 2 others were on their way to a shop when he saw some of his friends were consuming alcohol. He approached them but was soon later held at knife point by the bandit in the area. The teen was robbed of one blue Samsung Galaxy cell phone, value $34,000 and $7,000 cash. While the victim managed to escape, 2 of the 4 suspects have been captured and are currently assisted with ongoing investigations. Stay with us right here on Kaieteur Radio. Coming up after the break, it will be time for your page 7 of the Kaieteur News that is dedicated to being blunt. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. It is time for page 7 of the Kaieteur News that is dedicated to being blunt. We must hand it to Senior Minister with the responsibility for finance, Dr. Ashni Singh, the audacity of the man to tell the United Nations that Guyana is doing what is required to be one of the world's least corrupt societies. Surely he can be serious. We believe that Dr. Singh is educated enough and smart enough to know when leadership skullduggeries are present, then leadership secrecies usually follow the real truth. Is this not what his leaders in the PPP have? They are little oil disclosures, only secrecy. Guyanese knows nothing about the giveaways in the mining contracts, only secrecy from leaders. But he goes before the world body and spread what is more than garbage. Dr. Singh should know that Guyana is not closing the wide gaps in corruption. Guyana is winding the gap through massive corrupt practices. He should not have made representations that anti-corruption measures will bear fruit in the future. With leaders like these, what can Guyana get? And with that, we've come to the end of your main newscast on Kaieteur Radio. Let's remind you that you could get the full details of these stories and much more by picking up a copy of the Kaieteur News at a newsstand near you, or head across to our website at kaieteurnewsonline.com. Coming up after the break, it will be time for the excerpt from the Glenn Lal Show, or a message from the publisher of Kaieteur News, Mr. Glenn Lal, followed by the National Outlook with G.H.K. Lal.
Want value for your advertising dollar? Then place your ads on Kaieteur Radio's newscasts. Streamed live on 6 different mediums, reaching hundreds of thousands. Advertise today and watch your dollar grow. Call us on 225-8465